I posted a video on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Instagram Reels every day for 36 days straight. This is the results of doing so on each of those platforms. All right, so we're going to start off on TikTok here. So after 36 days of doing so, this only goes back the last 28 days, so it's kind of skewed a little bit, but it's pretty close. I have gained 17,000 views, 118 profile views, 1.4K likes, 71 comments, and 8 shares. What does that end up meaning for followers? Well, actually, I've lost a net of 4 followers. Long story short, we gained a bunch of followers back in the COVID era, and then we stopped posting for a long time. So a lot of those followers are falling off, but I've actually gained followers at the same time. So I've lost 16, but I've gained actually 12. So not too bad. Okay. So moving over to YouTube. Um, YouTube is a little bit of a different story. I actually started this channel somewhere close to 8 years ago, and it was a gaming channel, and there was a bunch of other stuff that I was doing on it. I couldn't find a niche, and basically I gained followers, but those followers are not active. So in that amount of time, I've actually gained in the last 28 days. So again, not quite the 35 or 36 days, 20,000 views, 6.67 hours of watch time, and 15 subscribers. I'm actually really excited about those 15 subscribers. You can see over here, I'm almost to the 500 subscriber number. I've been trying to get to that for years. I would love to have seen I get to 1,000 at some point, but 500 is the first goal, and I've been hoping, praying that we get there someday. Um, it, the last one is actually Instagram. Now, Instagram is actually, this is my business account for my actual photography business that I have. Don't do that a whole lot. Instagram actually does give you the last 30 days, so you can see the views that we've gained over those days is actually 4,983. So the lowest amount of actual views out of all the platforms. However, I will say that I have gained, my follower count has actually gone up by about 20 in that same amount of time. So it's actually the biggest follower gain out of the 3 platforms. Most of the people who follow me on Instagram are my friends and family, and they're on Facebook, so they're seeing them in both places. So I'm not surprised that like I haven't blown up on Instagram. I also just feel like Instagram's a little harder to actually like get in the door. So that's the actual like meat and potatoes numbers of it. But here's what it feels like to be posting on these sites, over that amount of time. So the biggest headache of them all is YouTube and its copyright. So TikTok's fairly flexible with the copyright for songs. Some of them have gotten muted and I've had to redo it. That's only been maybe 3 videos. Instagram, I've had 0 issues, not even one. Not one video has popped up and said, "Hey, you can't use that sound." But YouTube, I swear, I think it's probably close to probably half of the videos, maybe even more, that I've posted, I've had them blocked globally because of the sound that's being used, and then I've had to take them down and then re-upload them with a new sound. And what I'd like to do is just make one video that I can post across 3 platforms. But a lot of the videos I've made have been longer form, 2 to 3 minutes. YouTube only allows you to use up to 60 seconds of a copyrighted song before they kick you in the butt and tell you, nope, you got to get a different one. TikTok will let you like keep the video up, but it's like muted. YouTube, they just don't care. They're like, no, take that down. We're not going to give you any chance to even show that to anybody. So interesting thing between the 3 platforms. As far as like money wise, I haven't made any money. I have 16,000 followers on TikTok. But again, that's from way back in the day. And even with all of those views, when we actually became, we had a couple viral videos and everything else, think we only made like $8 in the entire time that we were doing this. So um, it's not, you're not making buku bucks on your first 37 days. Money isn't really necessarily what I'm like aiming to go for. Fame isn't even something I'm aiming to go for. I wanted to challenge myself for one, and for two, I really like the idea of, you know, posting for a full year, every day for a full year. Seeing the progress with not only my videography that I'm doing, the uh, photography that I'm doing, and also just seeing my kids grow up over a year and seeing a daily thing, seeing how I develop, how my body starts to change, um, other things like that. I think it's really interesting to see a full year's worth of that. So that's why I'm one of the main reasons why I'm doing this and talking about this now. But um, yeah, I mean, for if you take all of those numbers and combine them together, it's close to 40,000 views over 3 platforms, which is pretty dang good, actually. It's about 60 new followers. So that's pretty cool. Followers or subscribers, depending on which platform you're watching on. And then that's with 36 views. Now, if you take those numbers and you calculate them out across the entire board, I don't know what that's going to look like after 365 days. I haven't had a viral video yet. Nothing's gone crazy. Nothing's gone, amazing. We've had the most views on a single video was, I believe, just shy of 2,000. So nothing's gone crazy yet. But it is cool to see the new followers, the new people that are commenting every day. That's actually huge for me. That's a really fun thing for me to see is people commenting, being a part of the conversation, giving me ideas about videos and stuff like that. That's awesome for me. It helps me stay motivated to do this for a whole 365 days. A little bit of a backstory, and then I'll call this video good. I tried to do this challenge 2 years ago, and I made it about 112 days in. And when I was doing that, there was no video part of this. It was all photos. And I unfortunately I failed. I gave up on that challenge. And there was a lot of stuff going on in my life. As a matter of fact, I was actually having a different child during that time, Jackson, my middle child. And I had just started at a new job, and there was a lot of factors. We were moving into different houses, and a lot of stuff going on, and it has eaten away at me for the last 2 years that I gave up on that challenge and I didn't finish it. So this is the reason why I want to finish this challenge. I want to do this for the full year, and doing a video platform on all these platforms, a video format, I should say, has kind of incentivized me to do it more and give more effort. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. Basically, there's more accountability because I'm making a video every day. And I'm sure if I went a couple of days, people would be like, wait, what happened? This is a 365-day challenge. What's going on? So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed like learning about if you post for 36 days and you're not this huge person, how many views are you going to get? And it depends on your content. Some people, I mean, I've been watching all kinds of YouTube videos that are saying like, oh, my channel went from 0 followers or 0 subscribers to 10,000 in 5 days. Well, that's from doing some different types of content. My content, it may not be a viral content. That's okay with me. I appreciate anybody who's watching, anybody who's joining. So anyways, that's all I have for today. Thank you very much if you did stick around for the whole video, or if you just watched in general. I appreciate you. Have a great day.